After starting this YouTube channel, I have started listening to podcasts whenever possible. I'm not sure how many of you listen to podcasts, but I was never a podcast person because I prefer music to podcasts. Now, I feel a little embarrassed about this because apparently there are a lot of people listening to podcasts and they are amazing, brilliant ways to learn something, whether you are a YouTuber or doing something else. Anyways, I was listening to this podcast the other day on my way to my internship and back home. It's by Pat Flynn and it's called Smart Passive Income. Vanessa Lau was the guest in one of the episodes. Even before I thought about making a YouTube channel, beginning a YouTube channel, I've been a huge admirer of Vanessa. She provides a lot of value in her videos, which I believe provides a lot of insights for new YouTubers like myself. And if you're considering starting a YouTube channel, hers should be one of the handles that you should definitely subscribe to. She provides you with invaluable guidance, not just about YouTube, but also about Instagram, which I believe is so essential for you to be able to build a platform and get more followers and build a community in general. Now, in her podcast, she mentions about an hourglass approach to YouTube, and this is basically for people who are beginning with their YouTube journey. She basically implies that you don't have to specialize in, or in other words, niche down to a specific focus in terms of content when it comes to your YouTube channel. Give yourself the freedom to explore and go broad during the first 3 months while you're at the top of the funnel, which is often when you are starting to create something or your channel. What she means by this is to explore different topics that interests you and where you feel that you have the competence so that you can share your experiences and lessons learned, because she used her YouTube platform in that way. However, you must be aware of your intended audience. She actually kept it wide during her initial days, but focused enough, making videos on how to assist millennials who has been working for a while but despise their corporate job. She then started creating personal finance videos since she thought that they could have issues with setting money aside for budgeting and retirement. So now it truly comes down to understanding and deciding what you truly want to serve and your target audience. Now, another hidden advantage of this method is that you will also get to know what you love making by starting with a broad-based material. This is great because the way to keep things consistent is to make sure that you love what you're doing. And that's where a job, which YouTube essentially is, doesn't feel like a job. Because you might think that you want to make a travel vlog, or you want to do vacation videos, or you want to do videos on food or something else, but it's not until you start making those videos that you realize that's not really your thing, or you would want to try something else which you find it easier for you or which really connects with who you are as a person. So what I would really suggest you guys do is to test out on different content topics and keep it broad, not too broad, but also focused enough, aligning to your interests, and then figure out which one performs better on your channel and then go with it. This will let you know what kind of material or what kind of content is more on demand on your channel. And if you love making more of such videos, stick with it. This way you can bridge between video demand and marketing and also find your passion. So when you know what material to focus on more, that's when you niche down. Now this is when you start delving into the specifics of the issue. You go into the gritty details of the subject and niche down on it and start addressing specific areas of the niche. Now by this time you would have reached a sweet spot where you are at the constricted end of the hourglass, and this is kind of, for some people this is a sweet spot and they would just want to stay there and dive deeper into the subject that they have decided on. Now this is a stage where you already have a set of very genuine followers who would want to listen to you, and you sort of have a community where there is this trust which has been built, and they want to know more of you, they want to see more of your videos, and they believe whatever you're saying. So you are providing some value to the people at this point. Now comes the third position. This is where you actually go down the hourglass and start to broaden into other subjects. This is really crucial because it's okay now if you want to stay in your sweet spot and you want to just constrict down to whatever subject you are talking about, let it be like travel or food or productivity or growing on Instagram or YouTube or building a channel. It could be anything. You could just stay there, or what you can do is on this third stage you can go down where you broaden your views, and this is where you have a community of people who would want to know more about you. They would want to know more on your personal life, and they would listen to any other subject that you want to talk, which is out of your actual topic. Now I wouldn't go more into the details of these things because this video is basically just for new YouTubers like me and you who would want to take YouTube seriously and also want to see some growth. People like Gary Vee and their methodology is basically for people who are past all these, past the second level where you can go to the third level. So we are at the first level where we are at the top of the funnel, where we have a lot of opportunities to explore and experiment with tons of content ideas which again resonates with you. So feel free to do that. That's my point. And I also want to tell you guys that this is actually the best time to start a YouTube channel if you're thinking about it, because there are like tons of sources around to how to start a YouTube channel, how to just start videoing, to start recording with your phone if you have, and what are the cheap things that you can invest in when you want to start a YouTube channel. So this is like the best time. 2022 is almost over and we have 2023 coming up, and there are a lot of new strategies and a lot of sources on YouTube which can motivate you to starting a YouTube channel. So if you have been remotely even thinking of starting your own channel, this is the time, guys. Do it. Also, if you have any questions or concerns regarding your YouTube channel, because as you can see, mine is a brand new channel. It's just starting, and I'm starting to find ways to make things more interesting, and I'm improving on my the areas like audio, video, and my the background and how I make my videos. So if you have any concerns or things that are like holding you back from making that first go, making the first YouTube channel, you can always reach out to me on my Instagram or comment down below what are the concerns that you have. I definitely reply to all the comments, so feel free to do that. So the point here is that you really give yourself that creating and breathing space when you begin with your channel, and you play around with different topics until you reach that place where you decide on a specific one. And you can even have multiple topics. You can even talk about like 2 to 3 topics. You can combine 2 things like fitness and finance, or travel and food, and there's a lot of combinations. You don't have to like really niche down to a single subject or a single topic. You can also do that. So just find 2 things which really resonates with you and start making videos on it. So don't be too hard on yourself and pigeonhole your content to a niche, because we as human beings are multidimensional and we need to give ourselves that time and patience to be able to decide what we want to do. And as creators, I think it's our right to have that time to decide what we love making. Makes sense?